Hello Physical Fiends, it is Jordan here with some just announced physical releases. These are games that have been recently announced, they are not releasing this week, and mostly this is a follow-up from the Nintendo Direct which happened yesterday, but including some games that weren't even in the Direct. So let's see what has been recently announced. Mario Tennis Fever was one of the major announcements in the Direct, now with the gimmick of different rackets offering different abilities. It seems to be following in the footsteps of the previous game by having a story mode and a lot of minigames. Hopefully it is a full fat experience. I just worry about Mario sports games these days, but there was nothing in that trailer that screamed to me that I should be worried about this one. It's coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2 on February the 12th. Hades 2 is getting a proper physical release on Nintendo Switch 2, but it is technically a Switch 2 edition, which means the cartridge will be compatible with the original Switch. And no, there is no sign of an original Switch physical release, so even Switch owners may want to pick up this Switch 2 physical release. How insane is that? Of course, it's going to be great. My colleagues won't shut up about Hades, mostly the first one, but I'm sure this is also going to make my ears ache in the near future. I have full faith it will be an essential game in your collection, and if you want to pre-order it or any of the games in this video, then please consider using the links I put in the description and pinned comment. Any purchase made via those links massively helps support me and this channel in the best way possible, and I do thank you ever so much. And VGP are a great company. You get free worldwide shipping on orders over 75 Canadian dollars, which is less than 54 American bucks. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Okay, if you saw my direct reaction, you'll know that this confused me. I already own Galaxy 1, and if I want Galaxy 2 physically, I've got to buy this double pack. I mean, alright, it just feels like Nintendo backed themselves into a corner with all that 3D All-Stars malarkey, but aside from that, I'm really happy to have the chance to play Galaxy 2 finally. Most people said it's like the first game, but even better, and I loved the first game. This is only a Switch 1 physical release, but if you pop it into your Switch 2, you can download an update to get the extra resolution and stuff like that. And it's releasing very soon, October the 2nd. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is releasing on February the 6th next year, physically on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. Sadly, the Switch 2 version is a game key clownery, and I've personally not seen any information about an upgrade path as of yet. It is early days though. This caught me off guard in the Direct, mainly thanks to the character designs that make it look kind of like a generic spin-off rather than a mainline game, but I haven't played the original one, and I'm not sure I want to, okay? I mean, one of the characters looks like he's from Team America World Police. There's something off about it, but from what I've heard, the original game was an unmitigated beast, one of the longest JRPGs ever made. They cut it down in the 3DS remake, and now a decade later, they are remaking it again. And something tells me they're going to make it even more abridged, which might not be a bad thing, but we'll have to see. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is a game we already knew about. It's Nintendo's big game for the end of the year. We got some new footage with some slightly dodgy looking open world traversal stuff, but as long as the first person action plays as good as it looks, I think this is going to be a big addition to everyone's Switch 2 collection. But of course, as promised, it's also releasing on the original Switch as well. And we finally got a release date, the 4th of December. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment also finally got a release date. We're going to be seeing this one on the 6th of November. And it only clicked with me that I don't think we've seen Link in this game. I guess I'm a bit slow off the mark with this one. It only just occurred to me in the Direct that I realized, hey, where is he? Which is interesting. I mean, of course he's going to be in here somewhere, but it's either going to be like a badass reveal or he'll be like a secret bonus character or the dreaded DLC. We all know what Koei Tecmo are like, and Nintendo are getting a big thirst for this stuff as well. Anyways, I'm sure it'll be fun. I just hope there is a bit more color in some places of the game. It's a bit dark. It's also worth noting that Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade has been confirmed as a game key. I think we all knew that was going to happen. The game's like 100 gigabytes or something. It was never going to fit on a cartridge, but still, it is sad to see. And that's all the Direct stuff out of the way, at least so far. I'm sure in the coming days and weeks, there will be more announcements about, what's going on with the physical releases. But now we're going to move on to some other non-Direct related announcements. Cards RPG, the Misty Battlefield, is getting a Western physical release. Once again, Axis Games deciding to bring over a Japanese release that already had English a couple of years back, bringing it over to Western shores. Cool for those who didn't already import it, and it seems to include the DLC in this package as well. This is a real genre mix, strategy, deck building, RPG stuff, maybe a bit too stretched for its own good, but I've not heard anything bad about it, just not incredible things either. It's releasing on Switch and PlayStation 5 physically, December the 4th. 007 First Light is releasing on March the 27th next year, which actually gives me a nice deadline for me to finish my James Bond video game retrospective video. Yeah, I've been slowly doing a retrospective of the games over on my Patreon, which when fully finished will be published on my retro channel for everyone to see, but it is second priority to this channel, so it's going a bit slow. I didn't see much of the reveal for this. In fact, I haven't seen this trailer that you're watching right now because I'm talking about it before I've watched it, but I am cautiously optimistic about it. The developers have a good pedigree, and Bond is such a good franchise to make a game about, so I am looking forward to it. And its physical release is on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Sadly, Switch 2 is a game key. Blue Prince is releasing on PlayStation 5 physically on November the 21st, supposedly a genre-defying experience to make my life more difficult in describing it. It is a game that's got excellent reviews, and if you want some puzzling adventure game that will melt your mind, well, you'll definitely want to put this one in your wish list. Alright, let's take a look at some recent import announcements. These are games that so far only have an Asian or Japanese physical release announced with English, but of course there's always time. A Western release could be announced at any point really. But if you do want to pre-order them, you can do so via Play Asia as well, and you can use my discount code Jordan2025 to get 5% off if you click my link. And of course, quickly, if you're new here and you enjoy physical video games, do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button, okay? It will be the best thing you do today, I promise you. Run for the money, hunters versus runners. Can you win as either? There are a couple of these run for the money games on the Switch already, but this looks to be the first one that is going to have English. I believe it is based off a Japanese game show, or at least I hope so. Otherwise, whoever came up with this game should be checked for, dodgy substances. I mean, the game looks hilariously bad. It's releasing on December the 4th, and there's also a Switch 2 game key, if you actually cared. Bad Boy Brother is getting a physical release in Japan. It's part of the Charming Simple series, and so comes with a bargain basement price right out of the gate. It is a beat 'em up that's got some weird mahjong thing going on, and there's a slot machine thing going on at the top. It looks weird, but I will probably add this to my collection just because it's cheap and weird and charming, and it's releasing on November 27th, and it will have English. Football Manager 26 Touch is making its return after missing last year, and like 23 and 24, this is getting a physical release in Japan and it will have English. I find it odd they don't release these in the West, or at least in Europe. I think they'd be popular, but maybe they're so used to digital sales these days that they just can't see the potential. Oh well, their loss. Kemco RPG Selection Volume 12. Don't worry guys, I know you were all on the edge of your seats, but yes, Volume 12 of Kemco RPG Selections is coming December 18th, and this will contain Alphadia 1 and 2, Jinshin, Knights of Greyfang, and Glorious Savior. What? 5 games in one package? You are spoiling us, Kemco. And don't forget Volume 11 is coming later this month. Cabernet is a Victorian-era adventure game with slight RPG elements. I say Victorian-era, it's not in England, it's in like Eastern Europe or something, but that time zone. I think it's going for some Vampire the Masquerade type thing, but with side-scrolling and being on a budget. Reviews for it are very positive, and if you're looking for a narrative-driven game with consequences, then maybe you'll want to look into it when it releases on Switch and PlayStation 5 with English on the 13th of November. Road 59 Shinji Dai Ninkyo Toku Matenro Monochrome Koso is a visual novel releasing in a couple of weeks, September the 25th, and according to the Japanese eShop and the game's dedicated website, it should have English. It's coming in a standard edition as well as a collector's edition which has a CD, art book and a coaster, and apparently the game is set within the world of the Yakuza. Hookah Haze, a quick mention to this, which has got a new edition out and about. Previously this game came in a mini collector's edition, but now there is a standard release available. It has English, like an English cover as well, so it's a bit cheaper, it's a bit smaller, and it's a bit more accessible. Pretty much the video game form of me. it should be out around now. And there we have a bunch of new announcements. What was your favorite in this episode? Let me know in the comments below alongside your thumbs up, okay? If you want to pre-order any of these games, then please do so via the links in the description. I greatly appreciate that, and I hope you all have a fantastic, wonderful day.